Hi guys, Jeff Hetherington, the profitability coach, here with this quick one. Today I want to tell you about how a 5-year-old kid and a piece of paper saved my life 20 years ago. 20 years ago I was sharing custody of my then 5-year-old son Michael with my ex-wife. Lynn and I had just got together and started to blend our families. I was smoking quite a lot. I loved the pipe. You know, if I miss anything about smoking after 20 years, it's the whole ritual of being able to sit down and have a pipe of an evening with a good scotch. I don't do either of those things anymore. But in those days, I used to smoke cigarillos, small cigars, never smoke cigarettes, and have a pipe. And one day I was sitting outside, as was when I never smoked inside the house, sitting outside, tamping up the pipe, cigarillo in mouth, looking forward to relaxing and having had another shitty day at Telstra, I think it was in those days. And my son Michael comes up to me, and the piece of paper he had in his hand is my most prized possession, bar none. Came up to me, he gave me this little piece of paper, and it was discoloured and it was scrawled on, but on his little handwriting he'd written, "Michael's dad will not smoke for a billion years without Michael's permission, because Michael doesn't want his dad to die." And he'd signed it, and he had a little line there that said Dad's signature. So I read that, I looked at his little earnest face, I signed the piece of paper, I put out the cigarillo, I emptied the pipe, I pushed everything away, and I haven't smoked since. So many respects, that little 5-year-old and that little piece of paper saved my life. The key thing about this piece of paper, the thing I want you to get across is, we can make enormous decisions like that if there is enough emotional content to them, or with a strong enough reason. In fact, I don't think it's a strong enough reason. The fact that smoking was killing me should have been a strong enough reason, it wasn't. But the fact that my son didn't want his dad to die, that was all the weight that I needed to stop smoking. So this brings us to our current situation with COVID and epidemics and work and how your business is going and all that sort of thing. There's a lot going on that we cannot control. There's a lot of external forces that are battering us. But there are some things we can control. We can control how we react to other people. We can control how much exercise we take. We can control what we put in our mouth. We can control what we put in our mind through what we read and what we watch, and how much mindless time we spend on things like Facebook, surprisingly enough. There are things we can control, but when you're in a circumstance where you feel you have no control, where you feel like you're being battered and bruised by external forces, it's time to actually draw a line in the sand and think about what you can do to start pulling together yourself, how you can start getting back a sense of control in your life. Now, some of you will know I've been running a little program called 30 for 30. It's a free program, runs for 30 days. It's, you've got to do 7 things each day, report in, and at the end of the 30 days, you'll be surprised how much more in control of your life you feel and how much more self-discipline you've got, etc. It's a free program. I'm actually thinking about either redoing it in October for people or maybe even doing a 90-day program to see out the rest of the year. Details will be here. But my key point to you is, a lot of people I'm speaking to at the moment are feeling very depressed, very sad, and not in control of their lives. And the truth is, we're rarely in control of our lives per se. We are in control, or can be in control, of a lot of components of it. So I urge you to try and find that emotional reason if you need to make a big change in your life. If because of COVID you're drinking too much, or you're smoking too much, or you're Uber eating too much, maybe it's time to sort of go, it's finished, it's time for me to take back a bit control of my life. Or not. Maybe you might decide to hell with it. I'm just going to ride it roughshod and see where it takes me. Don't know, it's up to you. My point is, though, that for me, what saved my life was a little 5-year-old son with a tatty piece of paper with some very juvenile handwriting on it. And it stopped me smoking. It stopped me dead. I haven't smoked since. So, if you'd like to be part of something which helps you take back control of your life, that helps you take back control of your business and helps you feel a bit better about every day, please join my free Facebook group, The Profitable Life. There's a link down below. We don't sell anything. We just talk with one another. We support one another. I share bits and pieces, techniques, tips and tactics that I've known for years, some of which I use with paid clients, some of which I don't. But bottom line is, the idea is to try and create a community. We're 160 strong at the moment. As with all Facebook groups, not everyone's totally involved, but certainly the readership and the viewing of videos seems pretty high. So I think the messaging's pretty good. So look, if you want to feel a bit more in control of your life, if you're sick and tired of feeling battered by the vagaries of fate, join the group below. It just might be what you're looking for, and might be what you need to start feeling back on top. Anyway, I'm Jeff Hetherington. I'm the Profitability Coach. Be well, stay safe, take care. Talk to you soon.